Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my best of beauty so far. This is my mid-year favorites. I've been doing this for years. I love yearly favorites, but the problem I had with those videos, it only came once a year. Now I wanted it more often, so today I'm giving you what I've been loving currently so far this year. It's always so fun to do these videos, and I hope this video helps you guys out. Check out what's the best of the best. I've tried out so many things so far this year, and this is my holy grail. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, for spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would love for you to join the family here by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. Let's go ahead and begin my mid-year favorites. As always, we have a lot of stuff here to go through. I don't even know where to start. For these videos, some people break them down by category. If there isn't a category that I don't have a favorite in, I don't force it. This is strictly the products that come to mind, regardless of category, regardless of price point. I include drugstore, high-end. This is just the best of the best, regardless of anything. I'm not putting any limitations on this. I'm just telling you what comes to mind, what I have been absolutely loving. We have a ton of powder products, specifically blushes that I've been really into. I, like many other people, love that baby doll bright powdery pink blush. I'm wearing a couple right now on my cheeks. So I'm going to start off with blush. Usually don't start here, but you know what? We have a lot. I have one liquid blush to mention, and it's from Rare Beauty. It's the shade Happy. This I'm wearing on this portion of my cheek right there. Really hot pink, so pigmented. This is going to last me a lifetime because you only need a tiny dot. Even that, way too much product. You can see a little goes a very, 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 very long way. Never ending. I just put a summer's worth of blush on my hand right there to show you guys. That's how little you need of this product. Such a beautiful liquid blush, and I highly recommend any of the Rare Beauty blushes. These have gone viral for a reason. You get your money's worth out of those for sure. It's one of the more affordable brands at Sephora. Definitely recommend checking out Rare Beauty. I have even more of their products to share with you in this video. We're sticking to blushes for now. On top of the Rare Beauty Happy, I'm wearing this Covergirl Cheekers blush in Pink Candy. And this gives that baby doll pink color, which is super popular right now, on trend for that Dior blush that I know everyone is going crazy for. I've had that in previous favorites, but this one, drugstore alternative, cruelty-free Covergirl. So if you're looking for something to replace that Dior, you can't get your hands on it, you want a drugstore option, check out this. I do a comparison of this on my TikTok, showing you dupes for that Dior blush. This one is the best one that I've personally found, and it's drugstore. The Sephora collection blushes, ton of hype. I previously had one of these and I love the formula, but a couple of the colors really got popular because of Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, and I had to pick up a bunch more shades. So these are all the ones that I have. Ton of beautiful colors here. Flirted Up was the one that MakeupByCheryl said he used on Kylie Jenner. Then I got Love Child, wearing a tiny bit of this on my cheeks, just at the very, very back portion in Date Night. Super vibrant pink. Hey Jealousy. That one's intense. This one looks more violet compared to the Dior, but swatched side by side. They're very, very similar, and this is Over the Moon, which a lot of people are picking up to replace that Dior as well. The formula is beautiful on these. Nice and buildable blushes. They have some really fun colors, and I just highly recommend them. Great price point, and during the Sephora sale, I picked up a few of these because you could get 30% off Sephora collection, but the price point is good regardless, so you can wait for a sale, buy them as is. Highly, highly recommend. Two blushes from Kylie Cosmetics that honestly took me off guard. I didn't think I would like this formula as much as I do, and I am so obsessed with these combined. Like, it makes the perfect cheek to me. We have Winter Kiss, another one of those bubblegum pinks, and then we have Baddie on the Block, which is my personal favorite because it's this beautiful corally peach with a little bit of pink, and I just like combining these together. The formula is really nice and buildable, good pigmentation still. So those have been a win for me. And then the One Size Cheek Clapper blushes. Two shades here. I purchased Fat Ass first, thinking that I would like this one the most. However, I've been getting so much use out of the shade Very That, specifically the cream in this mixed with a little bit of the matte shade. I don't often use the shimmer, but these two right here are the perfect everyday color for me. It screams bridal. If I were to get married tomorrow, I'd be picking up this palette because that's the perfect bridal cheek for me, and I just think it's super flattering. So love all the formulas in here because you have a cream, a matte, and a shimmer. You can really mix and match. I think Patrick just did an incredible job at creating these trios, as well as his bronzer, which I'm going to get into because I believe that's all the blushes, which are a lot, but I've been really into blush. I'm gonna complete my one size love right now. So the bronzer I was talking about is called the Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio. And what makes this really special is that you get a warm, neutral, and cool undertone, which I think is perfect for creating your own custom perfect bronze shade, because all of us want a different undertone. So if you pick the right depth for this bronzer, you can create your perfect bronze with this. I use the shade medium, and I often use the warm shade mixed with a little bit of the neutral. I occasionally sculpt with the cool tone, and I just think this is such a beautiful, innovative product that has all those undertones in it. The only downside is it's very, very pigmented, which can be a bad thing, honestly, for powder products, for bronzer, blush, when you want it to be buildable, because if you go in too heavy-handed, it's going to be a little bit intense. And that's why I recommend really getting your correct match in terms of the depth, because if you go too dark, you're gonna have a little bit of a struggle. So I would recommend more so going too light than too dark. You're gonna pick up this product just due to the pigmentation. And this also works beautifully on the eyes as well. If you're just looking for one of those palettes that you can use on your face, use in the crease, and go, this is it. I genuinely don't see anything changing by the end of the year. That's how much I love these products. So now we're moving on. Actually, I have a couple more bronzers, but I'm gonna complete one size. And we have the one size Turn Up the Base Powder Foundation. I have 3 shades because I'm obsessed with this. This is my favorite press powder to date. It is incredible. It makes your skin actually flawless. You look like Facetune in person with this powder. It really smooths everything out, plus provides coverage. And I had to pick up a bunch of different shades because I use it underneath my eye when I don't have a tan, when I have a tan. I will list all of the shades that I have down below, but more often than not, I'm using medium 4G, and I've almost hit pan on this. Can't wear it today because I am a little too fair, but this one is the one that I typically use the most. But if you're looking for coverage and you want to look literally perfect in real life, get this powder. Pores will vanish with that powder. I was going through an obsession with Benefit Hoola Caramel, and currently I'm just using regular Hoola on my face because I am more fair, but I love both of these, specifically caramel on my eyes as a one and done shadow. Cannot get enough of the Hoola bronzers. I know it's an old product, but I've been reaching for it more than most bronzers until I met this other bronzer, which I'm going to mention. So this was kind of at the beginning of the year for me. I'm still loving it though. I'm never gonna stop loving it. I've always loved Hoola, but just recently this year it's been on another level. And this one caught my eye from Kylie Cosmetics. As I said, I was shocked trying her new formulas. And this is in the shade Almond. This is the Pressed Bronzing Powder. And this is the perfect neutral bronzer when I have a tan. So definitely not now. This is way too dark for me. But when I have my summer color going on, I reach for this, and it is so perfect. If you're similar to my coloring when I do have a tan, this is perfect for us. It's still a little dark, so you have to go light-handed, but the undertone, genuinely perfection. So had to sing its praises. It's a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. And then also this made the cut. It's the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker Face and Eye Bronzing Highlighter Palette. I already knew I liked the Fenty bronzer formula before, but I like that this has some lighter shades in it that I can mix when I'm not as dark, because normally I use Caramel Cutie. Can't use that right now. And then I like to also use these as eyeshadow colors. So this is really nice as a liner on my eyes because it brings out the green, and just all these tones really complement my eye color. So I do enjoy using this bronzer, eyeshadow, and I even am starting to like the highlights now, mostly as eyeshadow, but occasionally as a highlight on my face. Not my favorite part of this palette. Still buy it even if those weren't in there. I just love the bronzer formulation, and all these colors work as great eyeshadows for me too. So highly recommend. Popping back over into powders, I have two more to mention. The first is Huda Beauty Loose Baking Powder in the shade Cupcake. I've mentioned this before in the shade Pound Cake. I've gone through a whole one of that. But recently I've gotten into that pink under eye trend, which you either love or hate. I'm obviously in the love camp on that. So I picked up Cupcake because I wanted it to be a little bit more natural compared to the Cherry Blossom that is also really popular and always out of stock. So that's why I use Cupcake. Super smoothing, great loose powder if you're looking for one. However, if you cannot find the Cherry Blossom, I used to use this back in the day when Carly Bible actually got me onto this. It's the Ben Nye Pretty Pink Translucent Powder. I have a little bit underneath my eyes today, and this is way more pink compared to that Cupcake shade. This one's closer to that Cherry Blossom, so depending on the level of pink, like this doesn't even look pink, it looks beige compared to how pink this powder is. So that will really give you that pink under eye, brightens the under eye very beautifully. But as I said, it's a love or hate thing. If you can't get Cherry Blossom and want something more affordable to give you that pink under eye, check out Pretty Pink from Ben Nye. How did I forget these two bronzers? Because they're creams, and it's the Rare Beauty Bronzing Stick. You know I was gonna mention these, right? I have Full of Life and Power Boost here. Both of them I use right now. I'm currently using Power Boost, but often I have to mix these because Full of Life is usually always too dark for me, even when I have a tan. This is the most easy to use cream bronzer you will ever use. I love that it's in a stick. I know some people just apply it on their brush and go on, but if you want to go directly from the stick, this is the easiest way to do it. Honestly, with these sticks, it's super emollient, blends out like a dream, very user-friendly, and they come in a bunch of really beautiful bronzing tones. So it's not going to contour your face. It's definitely a bronzer, and it's just the most beautiful bronzing cream formula. For a highlight, I only have one highlighter to share because I haven't really been into highlights that much. I have a little bit on my nose right now, but this one is the one I reach for when I'm reaching for a highlight. And this also, initially I wasn't going to pick up because it looks super powdery and just not a formula I would like when I saw images online. And it is powdery, but it's super smooth and nice and thin on the face. And it's from Rare Beauty, and it's the highlighter in Miss Mercury. You can actually tell how much of a dent I've made on this, like quite a bit of a dent, which is surprising for a highlight for me. Also pretty as an eyeshadow, but I have fallen in love with this Rare Beauty product, and I know it's hit and miss the brand, but this is one of those products that really stand out for me from that brand. And then Complexion. This will come as no surprise to you. It's what I'm wearing on my skin right now, and it's the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint, Always On Radiant Skin Tint. You know I love a product when I need my tan and my not tan shade. So that is what I have here. Right now I'm using medium 3, and then when I have a tan, I use medium 5. Could go also to tan 1, I think that would work too, but the undertone of medium 5, it just works for my undertone. So if you're similar to me, medium 3, medium 5, both my go-to shades, and sometimes I mix them too. But it's one of the best matching foundations for me. It kind of self-adjusts too. I can fluctuate with my tan and get away with either or of those, typically because it really self-adjusts to the skin, wears beautifully, gives some coverage even though it's a skin tint, but I think the wear of that is what really sets it apart for me, and the fact that it self-adjusts, because it's just a no-brainer. Throw it on in the morning, I know it's gonna last me throughout the day and actually look like my neck, which is what you want, right? So now, my last face product, also this took me by surprise, is from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and it's the Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. This I got in medium tan. I do like it a little bit darker so that when I blend it in, it matches my neck for this. It truly blurs out the skin, but provides such a little tint, it honestly doesn't look like you're wearing any makeup. If you just want a no makeup, truly no makeup look, and I don't have perfect skin by any means. I show you guys this in a video. It actually does wonders for my skin, but still looks like I'm not wearing makeup. It just looks like my skincare is at the top of its game with this product. Just great as an everyday product if you're looking for something like that. Minimal coverage, but really blurs out the skin and perfects it. And then this I discovered fairly recently. It's the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. This is a great alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury if you're not a fan of that and you want to glow, because this gives my skin a glow, still makes it wear a long time, but the Charlotte Tilbury, which is my personal fave, keeps me more matte. So this one melts everything together a little bit more to the sense that it just looks glowy. Not wearing any spray on my face right now, so I am fairly matte, but this does add some glow. So I wanted to kind of show you how this looks. You can see with that sprayed on, just letting it dry down a little bit more, but it did impact some glow. It made me not have such a blank cast to my face from that powder. That's the difference a setting spray makes for me. It just melts everything together. I don't look so dead now. I've been waiting to do that. I probably should have sprayed my face first, honestly, but I love how this melts everything together. It just looks so fresh and nice, makes it wear a long time. And I know a lot of people say that the Charlotte Tilbury has that kind of sticky quality to it. I feel it more so with this than the Charlotte Tilbury for whatever reason. So it does feel a little bit almost sticky on my face when it's drying down. It does go away. I do notice it more so with this one than the other. I think it's just because of that gripping property to it, but love that spray. Eyeshadow palettes, I have 4 here. Couldn't limit them down because these all came out this year and they're all phenomenal. They all have to be in here. So the first one, and I'm wearing this one on my eyes today, is from Lunar Beauty. It's the Nude Prism palette. And this is just my definition of a perfect everyday palette. Plus you can really play it up and get fancy with that middle row. The formulas on the matte and these middle shades are impeccable. The mattes are super blendable, good pigmentation, and these, you don't even need any sort of Fix Plus. You don't need to use your finger. They apply beautifully just with a brush. A lot of formulas don't. You have to make them work. These are so easy. So that's why I love this one. Most recently, we have the Anastasia Nouveau palette, and this one is just a pretty color story. Great formula because I do like the Anastasia formula, but the color story of this is just stunning. I love the combination of the greens with the purple. Just think it's so pretty. I did a whole video on that. And then I did a video on this one as well. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension 2 palette, which I will link above if you want to go check out. And this one just has a bunch of different textures in it to really help create that depth and dimension. Super beautiful rosy tones, which were really popular this year. So highly, highly recommend. And then a more fun palette is the Natasha Denona Pastel palette. Initially, I wasn't going to pick this up, but I'm so happy I did. It's a great addition to my personal collection, and I've actually got more use out of this than I thought. I've been reaching for color a lot lately, and this one just creates the most beautiful looks and do a beautiful rainbow look with that. Such a stunning pastel palette if you're looking for pastels that actually stick and stay, because that's kind of hard sometimes, but they have great pigment, super easy to blend, and everything that you would want from Natasha Denona. Then the last thing for eyes, I have these Ardell Naked Lashes in 421. I have these cut in half and used on my eyes right now. That's what I use most days when I just want like a little corner lash. They're very, very natural and look like lash extensions or your natural lashes that just happen to be nice and full. Honestly, that's the perfect look they give. And I also discovered this lash glue from Velour. And you guys know that I was having issue with lash glue forever and lashes, but whatever reason, I'm past that sensitivity. I've been using this glue, no issue. I don't want to jinx myself, knock on wood. But this glue from Velour has not been causing me issues. So I hope this is to stay and I can finally wear my lashes again with that glue because I haven't had any issues. And that's been a huge game changer for me. Lips. Gotta go through these fast because we have a lot. Again, I couldn't limit it down. These are my most reach for. Right now I have one of the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums, and this is in the shade Rose Glow. Have that on my lips right now. Easy to wear, super juicy, hydrating, light pink shade, perfect for every day. And then I also picked up Mauve Glow, which I don't reach for as much, but it is very pretty. This is just a little bit darker, so when I have a tan, this one's nice to reach for. Obsessed with coral lips. As you guys know, this is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in Watermelon Slice 09. And I don't think I've ever found a more flattering color for me, honestly. Like, this is my perfect bright lip. I love corals. This is my perfect lip color in a tube. If you're looking for something bright, love corals like me, it's perfect. That's all. That's all I'm going to say about it. Go and get it if you can. Tried linking it the other day and I think a lot of you are buying it because it was low in stock. And then I also have been enjoying the Kylie liquid lipsticks in Bare and the shade Kylie. So if I'm wearing a nude lip or a pink one, I've been wearing those a lot. I have some photos of me wearing these, and you guys really like those on me. You always ask my lip color, so that's how I know it's a good lip color, when you compliment me. In addition to this one, and it is Staycation from Huda Beauty. This one is a matte formula in a bullet, and this one is that kind of beigey brown tone that's really nice. It would be perfect right now too, but good when I have a tan as well. It's dark enough for when I have a tan, but light enough to be manipulated by different kinds of lip pencils, and that's what I love. And the formula of this is not a drying matte. It's a super, super smooth, makes your lips look very full type of matte. Gorgeous, gorgeous formula. Then I have two glosses. I have the Dior Lip Glow Oil in Rosewood. Reach for this a ton. And then also my Sephora Outrageous Intense lip gloss in 02. I think this is Inferno. This is really great if you want a plumping. It is very intense though, like burning your lips intense. Be cautioned by this, but this if you just want super glowy, juicy lips, get any of the Dior Lip Glow oils. Amazing. The last thing I have here is skincare and random stuff. Brushes I've been loving are the Morphe and Ariel brushes, specifically A19 and A22. So this one I use to carve out my brows, and this one I use for blush. It's just the perfect blush brush. Really gives you a blown out look to the cheeks. Love that. And this is just dual ended. Need I say more for my brows? Like I use those two every single day. I need to clean them badly. And then also these triangular puffs from Amazon. They come in a pack of, I think it's 12 or 14. One of the two. 12 of the triangles and then 2 circles, I think. You can get these from Amazon. I know a lot of people are going crazy over these. Very similar to the Beauty Blender Pocket Puff. If you like to press on your powder, which I recommend for a super smooth, not going anywhere finish, you want a puff to put on your powder. This is really good for underneath the eye because you can really get in that inner corner in the shape. So I love the shape of these. Highly, highly recommend. And they're really great because I can just have a bunch on hand. I don't have to constantly wash my puff every single day. I can just go through these and wash them weekly and I'm set. This fragrance has a hold on me. You already know which one this is. This is the Clean Reserve Skin, and this, I can't even go on about it anymore. If you love musk but want to smell sweet, like this is a sweet but musky floral. I don't get too much floral. It's just sweetness and a musk. The most pleasing scent to me. This smells like beauty and kindness and just everything good in life. Honestly, it just smells like what good would smell like. Every time I describe this, I describe it in some random way. That's how I describe scent, but truly happiness in a bottle. Signature scent right now. I cannot get enough of this. There is absolutely nothing bad I can say about this. If this ever gets discontinued, I genuinely do not know what I would do. I would have to buy like 20 of them to stock up for life. Last thing we have here is skincare, and I have 2 SPFs, which thanks to you, I found this one, which is great for underneath makeup. It's the Ulta MD Tinted UV Clear Broad Spectrum SPF 46 Facial Sunscreen. Good for hyperpigmentation, acne, rosacea. You guys know I get acne from sunscreen often because it clogs my pores. This one does not break me out. Hallelujah. Thank you so much for the recommendation. And then this one is good on its own because it is thick. I don't like to wear this one underneath makeup, but it has this color correcting property to it, which makes it honestly look like I have a tinted moisturizer on. That's how good it color corrects my skin. I didn't realize how much redness I have in my skin until I use this. This is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment with SPF 30. And it's just a green tinted product which corrects your skin, makes my skin look flawless, gives me SPF. Just the perfect everyday product, especially for the summer if I don't want to be wearing too much. It gives me what I need. Then I discovered the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Eye Base. Love the face base. The eye base is just a great addition to the face base. This just allows for my concealer to lay a lot better underneath my eyes, give hydration to that so I can wear some of my drying formulas of concealer, which I like because of their coverage, but sometimes can dry me out. This combats that for me, so happy to have that. And then the last product I have here, which cannot get enough of the smell. It smells like bubble tape containers. Oh, it smells like my childhood. Anyways, every time I smell this, it just brings me back to happiness of my childhood. So this is the Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. And this breaks down your makeup like no other and leaves your skin silky smooth. After using this, my skin is so soft. That's why I love this, and I feel like it differs from other cleansing balms. Because other balms, great at breaking down the makeup. This one has the difference of the smoothness in my skin, and I highly recommend checking that out if you're looking for a new cleansing balm. So obviously, I highly recommend all these things. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it into my mid-year favorites. This is the best of the best to me. Honestly, these things have just stood out. So far this year, I try so many products over the year, and these are just the best of the best. So if you like any of the same products or have any recommendations based on my likes, please let me know in the comment section below so I can check those out before the end of the year. Always such a fun time filming these videos and not having to wait for the end of the year. Because if you're anything like me, I always want favorites. I want to know everyone's go-to products, like what's working out for you. I want to know these things. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you have not already, I would absolutely love for you to join the family here by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.